Hello, my name is Chris if you didn't already know, and welcome to my show SmegChris Review. Before I get started with a movie review, I want to talk about a television show I was introduced to. It's called Stan Against Evil. Just so you know, this one isn't for kids. There are monsters and other evil creatures in it, but I have to say it's quite funny. There have been 3 seasons so far, and to say it's weird is an understatement. It stars and is produced by John C. McGinley, who plays Stan. The town where he lives is plagued by a curse where every sheriff has been killed by a monster or a witch. Except for Stan, who retires after his wife has died. When the new sheriff turns up, she learns about the curse and enlists a reluctant Stan to help out. I know it sounds all absurd, it is. The episodes are quite bizarre at times, but that's part of its charm. I suggest checking it out if you don't mind beheadings, blood and gore, and a lot of daft humour. Now on to my movie review of Mary Poppins Returns. I know, I went to see a musical, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Let's start with the obvious. Emily Blunt is a fantastic choice to play Mary Poppins. It's as if she's always played the role. And I didn't know she could sing, but by heck she can. You could tell that she researched the character a lot and is flawless as the magical nanny. It has to be said, she is perfect as Mary Poppins. There are also other characters in there too, all of whom get to sing and dance their way through a simple yet charming story. The story is set decades later where the children of the first film are now parents themselves. Mary arrives to help them through some troubling times, as she tends to do. She takes the children on colourful adventures through song and dance, and just like the original, it is fantastic. I'm sure all of these songs will become memorable classics, although they'll never best the originals. And that's another reason to like this film. All the songs were new and not repeats from the first film. It's not all perfect though. The film seems to be drawn out as much as possible. Not with the singing and dancing, all that was amazing. I'm talking about the story itself. You know where it was headed and it took too long to arrive to that conclusion. And the way it was presented wasn't all that great either. Without giving too much away, a group was trying to accomplish a task, but it was all for nothing when Mary completed it in the way that you knew she would. I mean, I was already thinking to myself, why isn't Mary doing it that way? When 5 minutes later, after a lot of commotion, she did. But then we get to the end and there's a brilliant moment that more than makes up for it. Definitely worth waiting for. If you're looking for a family-friendly film, then this is it. I give Mary Poppins Returns a... It's just as delightful as its predecessor. At least I think it is. It's been a while since I've seen that one. Well, that's my review for Mary Poppins Returns. It's time for me to go, so I shall say thank you for watching and subscribing if you have, and liking this video if you did. Until the next time, peace out. So you're probably thinking, Chris, you went to see a musical? I know. But don't forget, when Beauty and the Beast came out, the one starring Emma Watson, I went to see that one as well. I guess I'm trying to broaden my horizons. Sort of. Because I'm about to do my top 10 films of the year, and it turns out I've only watched 17. What's that all about? And I think I remember saying at the beginning of last year that I was going to start watching more diverse films, ones that I wouldn't normally watch. I think I only accomplished that twice. Mary Poppins Returns and Love, Simon. And I enjoyed those films, so maybe I should do it more often. And also find another place to review these films because I'm fed up of hearing birds chirping in the background.